Yeah, so a typical primal eater just follows what Goatis says, and then that's like the law. What Goatis says, that's the law. They don't really think for themselves, and then they always exaggerate the benefits of eating raw. They're like, "Oh, cooked food is trash. If you eat cooked food, it's over for you." you know.
Welcome to my interview, Enzo. Thank you for
All
being
right.
here.
Thank you for having me.
I want to guess how old you are.
All right, guess.
I guess you are probably like 18 or 19, although you look younger.
Yeah, pretty close. I'm 17.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you located now?
I'm located in Miami, Florida.
Oh, nice. Oh, I actually just interviewed someone from Florida.
Oh, really?
He's
Cool.
literally my latest guest. Yeah. But he's like a raw primal dieter. He probably doesn't eat cooked meat. I guess you do, right?
Yeah, I do eat cooked meat. Yes.
Nice. Okay, good, good, good. So I guess right now it's like 8 p.m. where you are.
Yeah, it's 8 p.m. right now. It's nighttime. Normally I'd have the blue light glasses, but for this interview I'm making an exception. So,
Nice. You want to
yeah.
show us your beautiful eyes, I guess. Can you talk about what did you eat today?
Yeah, so for breakfast, usually I have 4 eggs and half an avocado. And I also drink first thing in the morning some raw milk to hydrate myself. And then I go to school. I don't eat any of the school lunch because it's horrible. It's trash. So I just have a banana, some raw cheese, and then I came home. I had some steak with some potatoes, and then in the afternoon, I drink some raw milk throughout the day, and then I have some fruit. Today I had rambutans before I exercise. I have some fruit. Um, and then I had 3 oysters before dinner. And then for dinner, I had some stew meat with potato.
Okay, nice. Why do I feel like you ate so much food today?
Yeah, I eat a lot.
uh, okay, good. So it sounds pretty animal based to me. Would you say that's kind of like your diet now?
Yeah, definitely more animal based.
Yeah, like fruit, meat, some raw dairy products, I guess. Nice.
Yeah,
Are you hungry now?
I am not. I just ate dinner. I'm pretty
Okay,
full.
good, good, good. Yeah, I want to invite you to eat raw eggs with me. Are you down? You can just eat
Uh,
one.
uh,
I don't know if you have tried.
I have tried it. I'm very
Oh,
much down. I'll eat a little bit because
yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
full.
You can go grab an egg.
All right. I'll
So,
be back.
W's in the chat, guys. By the way, guys. Oh, I can hear some echo now. Maybe his earphones is close to his speaker.
All right,
Nice.
got it.
Beautiful. Was the egg in the fridge?
Yeah, it was in the fridge.
Nice. Okay, good. So you always put your eggs in the fridge?
Yeah, normally I do. I know some people don't, but yeah, I just normally do. I don't see why not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To me, it can definitely increase the shelf life. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I have heard some people say if you put your eggs in the fridge, that can slightly damage the nutrients. Yeah, it's not something I super believe in, but I'm aware of this information. So, anyways, just wanted to point out that for the listeners. So, can you talk about where you got your eggs?
Yeah, so this egg, it's I got it from Whole Foods. It's a market here in the US. It's pasture raised, organic, so no pesticide fed. So yeah, pretty good quality.
Nice. Okay. So, yeah, let me tell the listeners what my egg is. I got this from Carrefour. Have you heard of it?
I have not.
Oh, good. Yeah, so it's a supermarket, and yeah, they also say it's pasture raised. It's slightly more expensive than farmers' eggs because sometimes I just directly go to chicken farmers to buy my eggs. but I guess it's more accessible. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
easier for me to go to a supermarket like that. Yeah, but I don't like the fact that there's a stamp here. It can make me feel a little too artificial, you know.
Oh yeah.
Does your egg have that?
No, my egg
It's
does
clean.
not.
Nice, beautiful.
Clean.
Yeah. So have you like used your teeth to eat a raw egg before?
I've done it 2 times.
Okay. Are you confident? I don't
I'm
want you to
confident.
like.
I don't
Oh.
I don't think the taste is very good to me. I prefer to eat especially the egg whites. I like a raw egg yolk. I really like it, but raw egg whites, I'm not a fan. So,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Okay.
I
Nice.
have done this before.
But that said, you still need to eat raw egg for me for this interview.
Sounds good. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. So because you said you are confident, I'll not teach you. Let's just start slunking.
All
Cheers.
right. Cheers, bro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you like it or not really?
I feel like every time I eat it, I like it a little more.
Oh, nice, nice.
I think, yeah.
Have you tried like cracking raw eggs in a cup and just drink that?
I think I tried it once, but like I couldn't do it. It just it gross. Like the feeling grossed me out. I prefer to do it like this.
Nice. Yeah, actually, many people have said that they feel like eating their raw eggs like this. It tastes better, for
Yeah.
whatever reason. Yeah. Okay. Can you talk a little more about what does your diet look like now?
Yeah.
If you miss anything.
Of course. So I'll give you the basis of my diet. So I like to follow my diet is mostly animal based because that's where all the bioavailable nutrients are, and my diet is a mix between raw and cooked, and this is mainly because like while raw is more optimal, I don't think it's more optimal by a huge amount, and for me right now, like I still live with my parents and they make like cooked food. So, I with the family and stuff, so it's kind of hard for me to eat 100% raw. But I do eat raw organs though, like mainly raw liver, raw milk, of course raw, and then I have steak tartare and raw fish like 3 times a week.
Nice.
So yeah,
Yeah, I saw one of your videos and you said that your family they probably cook some healthy meals for you, and it doesn't make
course.
that much sense for you to avoid that and just only eat raw food.
yeah.
I thought that was a good point.
Yeah, and if I only eat raw foods, like I think my family would definitely be pretty mad at me. Like I remember they saw me eating raw liver and then they got really mad. Now they kind of accept it, but yeah, I think if I eat all raw foods, they would get pretty mad.
That's understandable. Funny. Do you have any siblings?
I do not. I'm an only child.
Oh, okay, good. And do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, so I used to do, now I kind of stopped because I'm, kind of focusing on school and content, but I used to do Muay Thai. So,
Is it
yeah,
like fighting?
Yeah, fighting.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
Yeah, I
Is
used to
that
do
a
that,
common
like,
hobby?
no, it's not very common, no.
Oh, interesting. Good.
But yeah, also like I love nature. I love going to the beach. So yeah.
Can I ask you how tall are you?
Yeah, I'm
If you don't mind, you
5'10".
can also share how much do you weigh.
Yeah. I weigh 145 pounds. I don't know how much that is in kilos, but I weigh 145 pounds and I'm 5'10". So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. Do you think you are tall among your peers?
I wouldn't say I'm tall among my peers. I would say that I'm not short, but I'm not tall.
Nice.
I'm kind of in the neutral zone.
But you are only 17. Yeah. Do you feel like you can become much higher, taller?
I really don't know because the other day I visited my friend and I saw like his mom, which I'm very close with, but like I haven't seen her for like 6 months, And then she was like, "Oh wow, you've grown since I last saw you," and I was kind of surprised. So I really don't know. Maybe
Nice,
with the
nice.
raw milk.
Good. Are you happy with your height now?
Yeah, I'm content with my height. You know, I
Okay.
would like, if possible, to get a little taller, but yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, for sure. It's not going to hurt.
Yeah.
So when did you start eating like right now? Focus on meat based, and I assume you probably don't really eat junk food.
Yeah, so this is I'll tell you my whole kind of diet progression to answer your question. So first, I started seeing this influencer called Santacruz on TikTok. So that's when I realized this was around 2 years ago. That's when I realized I was like, oh wow, junk food is bad. There's all this toxic things aren't in our food. So I cut that out, and for a while I was just kind of eating, kind of whole foods. I would cheat once in a while, but I kind of stayed away from fast foods. And so just slowly over time, my diet got more like, I guess, dialed in. I started getting like more, I guess you could say, extreme in my diet. Um, but when I really like got my diet to where it looks like now, is definitely when I started making content actually. Because when I started making content, my diet was good, but it definitely wasn't as good as it is now. And then doing research for all my videos, that made me, perfect my diet. So, yeah. And that was about 4 months ago.
Oh, nice. Can you talk about what you were eating growing up?
Yeah. Growing up, I didn't eat horrible, but I also didn't eat perfect. Like, I remember, I used to eat some junk food here and there, like dino nuggies, stuff like that. But I come from an Argentinian family, so I'm half Argentinian. So my dad makes a lot of steak. So I ate a lot of that growing up. But yeah, overall my diet definitely wasn't good, but not too bad.
Nice. Okay. Do you know other languages?
Yes, I know Portuguese and Spanish.
Oh, okay. Can you just say something random in one of those languages?
Um,
I don't need to understand
uh, wait, hold on. All right, I got it. Você tem que comer ancestral porque é muito importante para a saúde.
it. Okay. He probably said I'm handsome. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so you guys that are listening, you can let me know what did he say. So I want to know more about your relationship with food growing up. So let me start by asking you this. What did people teach you about food? Like, did people tell you eggs are going to give you a lot of cholesterol? Meat, eating a lot of that is bad. Eating vegetables is super important. Things like that.
Yeah, so growing up, I didn't really pay attention to, people saying that eggs are bad and meat is bad, but I definitely did hear a lot that vegetables are good, vegetables are the best food. So, I always had that in mind growing up. Um, but and then when I started watching Santacruz, I kind of, I knew I was like, oh, okay, meat is good, eggs are good, but I still thought that vegetables were also needed in the diet. But then I slowly changed my views on vegetables.
What about fruits? Did you have the same idea on fruits?
So no, I love fruits, so I don't have the same idea of fruits like I do with vegetables. I think fruits are an essential part of the diet.
Yeah, I mean like when you were growing up.
Oh, when I was growing up,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, fruits and vegetables. You always heard that.
Nice, interesting. What about milk? Because like in our country, people like to say, "Oh, you need to drink milk to grow taller."
Yeah, I heard that. I also heard a lot of things. It was going around a few years. People were saying that milk is like poison because humans are not supposed to eating
Uh,
milk of the cow. So I used to hear that a lot, but I wasn't really focused on health. When I used to hear that thing. So I used to drink milk anyway. Of course, pasteurized milk, but
did you think junk food was bad at all when you were growing up? Did people tell you that at all?
yeah, I definitely heard that McDonald's was bad. But yeah, I didn't really care.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, I guess most people will agree with that idea, but they still eat McDonald's. It's interesting. It's like they say it's bad with their mouth, but mentally they don't really feel that way.
Exactly.
Let's see. So I guess you probably had to force yourself to eat vegetables when you were younger.
When I was younger, I was a very picky eater. Now, not at all, but yeah, my parents used to force me, broccoli and things of that nature.
Okay. 1 second, let me drink some water. Did people tell you you need to eat vegetables if you don't want to get constipated?
Yeah, I definitely did hear that, but yeah, I just ate whatever like my parents made me without questioning. So yeah, I did eat a good amount of vegetables.
Okay, good. So, you mentioned that Santacruz medicinals kind of influenced you. Were there other reasons? Because I bet, I feel like people usually change their diet because they suffers from something. They have a little setback, so they have a motivation to change. Did you have anything like that?
Yeah, so when I was young, I feel like since I was so young, I didn't really, feel the effects too much. I was only around 14, around there, when I transitioned to eating like somewhat healthy, not totally optimal, but somewhat healthy. So I didn't really feel the effects of eating unhealthy. And then Santacruz was like the spark, it kind of made me understand that, long term these things wouldn't be good. And then when I switched to eating, a whole foods diet, it made me feel so much better. So I think that's what made me keep going.
Oh, so the main reason was just you found what Santacruz medicinals was saying made sense. So you wanted to give it a try in the beginning.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, interesting. Nice. But yeah, it's good to hear that you didn't have major health issues. So, when you first started to try to change your diet, you were still eating vegetables? Just try to cut down on junk food?
Yeah, so when I first started eating a whole foods diet, I was still eating a bunch of vegetables, I remember I used to eat a lot of Brussels sprouts because my mom made that for whatever reason. And then when I started making content, that's when I kind of shifted to cutting down on all like the leafy greens. Right now, the only vegetable I eat is potatoes, so I still eat potatoes, and that's
Nice.
it.
Okay. Can you talk about, if you still remember, did Santacruz medicinals say anything in particular that made you feel like compelled?
Um, yeah, I think he made I think the videos where he talked about all of the negative effects of red 40 and all the processed food. That made me, I was like, oh shit, this is really bad. I have to stop eating it. So yeah, mainly that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I feel like most people, when they see that kind of content, they are not going to want to change. So I wonder why you wanted to.
Yeah, I
Do
don't
you know
know.
why? Oh, good.
I think it's I always had this idea that to progress the furthest possible in life, I need to be the best version of myself. So I always wanted to improve. So even then, I was trying to improve my habits in that. And then when I saw his videos, I realized that health was the next thing I needed to improve.
So before you came across him, you wasn't really trying to change your diet?
Yeah, no, I was not.
Oh, interesting. Wow, that's good. So what made you want to make content in the beginning?
Yeah, so I've always been very entrepreneurial, I guess. I've had many business ventures, I guess, like side projects before, as you call it. And then, eating healthy for, a long time. I got a lot of knowledge over the years, on on things, and I thought that making content to share that with people, it'd be good. It would be definitely worthwhile. So yeah, that's what prompted me. It was like a next side quest for me, if you can call it that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess like yeah, the reason I asked you that was because I guess when you first started to make content, you were still eating vegetables, right?
Yeah, correct.
Mm. Yeah, I just was like, maybe you already felt the effects pretty noticeably that made you want to start making content,
Yeah.
although you were still eating vegetables.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the effects of vegetables. Like I was still feeling okay. It wasn't too bad. But I noticed that when I really cut the leafy greens out, mainly the leafy greens, that was the problem. Then I felt my digestion got a lot better. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so can you kind of talk about the health improvements you experienced from eating a normal diet to start to eat more cleanly and eventually now?
Yeah, okay. So I used to okay, so when I was eating the whole foods diet, um I still had, some problems with energy, some problems with digestion. And then when I realized now like how I'm eating right now, my digestion is much better. That's the main thing I noticed, my digestion. And my energy, but I do think my energy is not due to me cutting out vegetables. I think my energy is due to lifestyle changes I made.
Hmm. Okay, good. Did you notice some improvements in your skin, your mental health, your teeth?
Yeah, I think I noticed improvements in my skin. I used to get acne before, so yeah, my skin is pretty good now. So
Nice. Okay. So it sounds like you didn't have major, yeah, like you said, your skin wasn't that bad in the past.
yeah, so my skin was okay. So my skin was bad in the past. When I was eating the whole foods diet. But so the reason I don't talk about my skin transformation is because back then, I made a mistake. I took Accutane. You know what that is? Yeah, so that's kind of how I cleared my acne and now with diet. So that's why I don't talk about it, basically.
Hmm. I see. Okay. So you think Accutane actually help with your skin?
So yeah, it definitely helped with my skin. But for me the side effects weren't too bad, but it's
Mhm.
definitely not something I recommend to anyone.
Yeah, I guess it's not very necessary if you have diet in your
Yeah.
toolbox.
Knowing what I know now, I think I could definitely have cleared my skin without Accutane, but with the knowledge I had back then, I didn't really know what to do. So it's the only thing I thought of.
Hmm. Did you yourself wanted to clear up your acne, or it was your parents?
So I myself wanted to. So and I had tried because I the dermatologist kind of screwed me over because first my acne wasn't too bad, and then I went to the dermatologist, and then they prescribed me all of these harsh creams, right? And so what these creams did to me is they didn't make my acne better. They just made my skin they made my skin more like how do you call it, sensitive, yeah. And then they also gave me like this antibacterial cream on my skin, which I believe made the acne become more strong. So and then my acne got worse, and then I went to the dermatologist again, and I did the worst thing you can possibly do. They gave me antibiotics to take for 3 months, which is horrible. I would not recommend that to absolutely anyone. And that did literally nothing on my acne, and it made it worse. So that made my acne worse. And then when my acne was on its all-time worst, I just didn't know what to do, so I took the Accutane.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
if I had the knowledge that I had now, I would have went on a carnivore diet to clear my acne because I was not eating sugar. I just but I was eating vegetables. So I think if I removed the vegetables from the diet and started implementing probiotics to heal my gut, I could have cleared it naturally.
Hmm. I see. Okay. So basically, you received their treatments for a long time, and it didn't work for you, and
Yeah,
it's then that you went Accutane.
yeah, correct.
Hmm. I smelled some scam sale smell. You know.
Yeah, yeah, they screwed me over. Like the antibiotics, it left me with so many digestion problems, which I healed those using kefir.
Oh, nice. Okay, good. Can you kind of talk about what was your conversation like with your dermatologist previously?
Yeah, so you want me to talk about like my conversation when he gave me the Accutane?
It's kind of like how was the dermatologist trying to approach your condition?
Okay, so my dermatologist did not mention diet a single time. He just automatically he gave me just treatment options, basically, like options of what medicines to take. He didn't mention diet, he didn't mention anything. And at the time, I knew that diet could fix skin issues, but like, in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm eating a whole foods diet, but my skin is not getting better. So, it must be just a hormonal problem, So I thought that was the only reason, which now I know it was definitely not that. So that's kind of how I accepted the Accutane.
Mm, nice. Okay. Yeah, I think it's important to be more open-minded for people. Sometimes they don't question what they're doing, you know.
Yeah.
So, is there any health improvements you want to talk about after you went eating a better diet?
Yeah, so the main one is my digestion. It got a lot better because cutting out the vegetables, but also raw kefir. It helped my gut so much. It has so many active probiotics, and I noticed a big difference because I used to drink a lot of mainly pasteurized kefir, which did help, but when I switched to raw, it was like a whole nother level.
Nice. Okay. How does that taste? Is that sour?
It is sour, yeah. I used to
Oh.
drink it at first with honey, but now I got used to it.
Mm-hmm. And where do you buy it? Just a supermarket?
So I make it myself. So I
Oh.
buy raw milk, and then I raw kefir is like fermented milk. So and then I put these starter culture, which is the kefir grains. You can just buy it on Amazon. So you put a little bit of kefir grains. You put like some raw milk in there. You leave it for 24 hours, and then it ferments. And then you strain it, and then that's the kefir.
Nice. Okay. What do you think most people around you think about a meat-based diet?
A meat-based diet. I definitely think the people around me are clueless about nutrition. They don't have any idea, so they're just like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Like they don't think it's bad or good. They just don't know.
Oh, interesting. That's different from what I expected. Is it the same as far as your? Yeah, I guess you go to school, right? And
Yeah.
is it the same as far as your classmates?
Like same. What do you mean?
Like, do you think they're also like clueless?
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was kind of referring to. The people I go to school with.
Oh,
They don't know. They don't know. They don't care. First of all, they don't care, and then second of all, they just have no real knowledge on nutrition. They eat all the school food, so they don't know anything.
okay. Well, nice. And what do you think about this phenomenon?
I think it's sad, because a lot of the kids my age, they just it's not that they have the wrong ideas of nutrition. It's just that they just genuinely don't care. They just let themselves eat whatever. And what I see a common pattern is the whole protein movement. The whole gym bro protein. So they're drinking a lot of these like ultra processed protein shakes. The ones you get at the store, and that's really bad for the health. And then also the school food. That most of them only like eat that for breakfast and lunch. So that's two meals out of the day just complete trash. So yeah, it's pretty sad.
Okay. Do you feel like people are suffering in terms of their health?
Yeah, I definitely do. You know, a lot of people complain about having constant headaches, and then, you know, instead of fixing their diet and lifestyle, they take Tylenol, you know? So yeah, I definitely see a bunch of health problems. You know, I have one friend that is always bloated, you know, always has digestive issues.
Mm,
So,
okay. I feel like you were kind of saying that people actually think your diet is healthy, but they just don't give a fuck. Like,
yes. Yeah,
that's what
pretty
you're saying?
much. Yeah.
Really? Because I imagine most of the time people don't think a meat-based diet is healthy. So you think people's ideas are changing?
I think it depends. It depends on who you talk to, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
because I imagine some people that are, you know, healthy, they may get ideas from people like Jacob Foods Nutrition. You know, you got to eat your veggies. That's what they say. So yeah, I think some people definitely, and also the mainstream narrative, it's like, oh, you should limit meat. So I think some people definitely would not think a meat-based diet is healthy, but just the people that I hang out with just don't care. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I was thinking, it seems like more and more people are aware of some of the me-based content creators, so they shouldn't be completely oblivious. So I
Yeah,
was definitely thinking, many people they just don't care.
yeah, absolutely. Funny story. One time I brought raw milk to school. You know, I was just drinking in a water bottle, and then my friend was like, "Yo, what is that?" I was like, "It's milk." And then he was like, "Raw milk?" And then he like yelled it out in front of the whole class. And then I was surprised. You know, I thought people were gonna start like bullying me or whatever. But people were cool with it. And then this guy was like, "Oh yeah, bro, it has all the nutrients, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." I was surprised that, you know, it's a random guy I knew. So people are definitely, you know, waking up. They're kind of I think with all of like Paul Saladino and all that, you know, they're getting it on their For You page. They know a little bit about it. So I think the perception of the public is changing.
That's that's awesome to hear. Do you think your family eats healthy?
I think I make my family mostly healthy because, you know, whatever I basically influence a lot of what they cook. You know, they used to cook a lot of pasta, but now I was like, you know, I don't eat pasta, so whenever they make pasta, I don't eat it. So most of the meals they eat healthy like I do. You know, I eat the meals too. But you know, they do eat like some sweets and stuff, so they don't eat nearly as healthy as me, but they definitely eat more healthy than the average person.
Nice. That's interesting. Hmm. I think that's a good tip for younger children. You just don't eat what they give you, and then they'll feel more compelled to change what they
Yeah,
cook for you, I
eventually,
guess.
yeah, eventually they change.
So, do they have issues with the fact that you don't really eat vegetables now?
No, they don't really have issues. They have issues with the raw meat. That's what they have issues with. Because, you know,
Mm.
they think I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna get sick. I explained them the whole explanation about, you know, why you're not gonna get sick, but they just don't care. So they do have problems with me eating raw meat.
Do they have they ever told you they feel like you are healthier now?
Yeah, they definitely do think I'm healthy. I mean, I'm never sick. You know, most kids are sick all the time. So yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to know if can they understand you actually got better, so you are
Yeah,
onto
yeah,
something.
they do understand. They definitely do
Okay,
understand.
but I guess they are still not fully understanding you.
Yeah. I mean, it's because the raw meat thing is like okay, it's pretty much a new thing I've implemented, you know. Raw milk I started drinking like around when I started content only 4 months ago, and then raw meat I've started implementing it around 2 months ago.
Okay,
So
good,
it's
good, good.
it's very recent.
I see. So, are you happy with your family, their diet now?
Yeah, I definitely think you mean like the diet that my parents eat? Yeah, so I definitely think they changed their diet for the better because of me. But you know, they still eat some junk food. Also, you know, the alcohol. You know, so
I see. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say that sometimes the people in my family, they can like talk shit about the fact that I eat raw meat, and that can actually make me want to eat raw meat more. Have you felt that
Yeah.
way?
Yeah, I know my cousin, when she, cause she's from Brazil, so sometimes she comes, over to visit. And then when I eat raw meat, she's absolutely disgusted. But what I don't understand is, like I make a steak tartare at home, and then she's disgusted. But in Brazil, they have a lot of Lebanese restaurants and there's this raw dish called kibe nanye, I think it's called, and it's literally raw ground beef. It's just raw ground beef and spices, and she eats that. But then when I make my own raw meat, she's disgusted. So I just don't understand.
Yeah, people definitely have their sometimes what they do don't make sense.
Yeah, it's like if it's at a restaurant, then it's okay, but if it's at home, it's not okay. That's the
But I
mentality.
guess mainstream will have their explanation. Maybe mainstream will say the meat in restaurants they prepare it in a more ideal way or something.
Yeah, yeah, that's what my parents say.
They probably don't really know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mentioned you can speak Portuguese and Spanish, right?
Yeah, correct.
Are you good at those? Like as good as your English?
Not as good as my English, but I'm fluent.
Oh, nice. And you just learned that through your parents?
Yeah, so Portuguese. So Portuguese is my first language because I was born in Brazil, and then Spanish is my second language, which I learned through my dad, and then I moved when I was young to the U.S., and then I learned English, but that's still my best language, I guess, growing up here.
When did you move to the US?
When I was 7.
Oh, nice. Oh, so it's not that young. Nice. So what do you think about the fact that you moved to the US at 7 years old?
I think it's definitely good. It gave me a lot more opportunity than there was in Brazil. Also, the city that I'm from in Brazil, it's not a very healthy place to live. It's very polluted. Um, it's gloomy, so I'm happy that I moved here.
Okay, good. Can you kind of talk about what does your daily schedule look like now? I want to know like kind of what your life looks like as a student.
Okay, I'll tell you two variations. I'll tell you when I have school and then when I don't have school. So, when I have school, I wake up, like 6 a.m. It's still dark out. Normally I go get morning sunlight, which is really important to me, but I just can't nowadays. So, I make myself breakfast and then I leave for school. And then, as I drive for school, I always put the windows of my car down so I can get as much sunlight into my eyes in the morning. And then I get to school and then I'm stuck in the horrible classrooms with no windows, fluorescent lights. And then, when I go home, I do a little bit of sunbathing, and grounding too. That's really important for me. And then I usually get on my laptop, do my homework, and make videos. And one very noticeable thing about my lifestyle is that I sit outside the whole day. So I'm outside the whole day. Like that's very important to me, like getting a pure raw sunlight into my eyes. So I try to limit the insideness as little as possible. And then when I don't have school, I wake up, go outside right away, get some sunlight, ground, and then I usually hop on the laptop, and then I usually do something with my friends in nature. We go to the beach or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm. Would you say you would be outside right now if it wasn't for this interview?
No, no, because it's nighttime right now. So when
Okay.
it's nighttime, I'm inside, but when it's daytime, I'm always outside.
Yeah, I guess your main motivation is you want to get sunlight.
Correct. Yeah.
So you drive a car to school?
Yes, I do.
Oh, interesting. Is that common
Yeah,
in the
here in the
States?
U.S., it's common. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. I guess you guys can start driving a car at 16, right?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, good. Well, and when do you get off school?
At 2:20 p.m. I usually get home at 2:40, and then whenever I get home, I'm always pretty hungry because I don't eat the school food, so I get home and then I eat.
Okay, I see. So, can you tell me when does the school start? And you said it ends at about 2 p.m.
Yeah, it starts at 6 a.m.
Oh, just 6.
Oh, sorry, I wake up at 6 a.m. It starts at 7:20 a.m.
Oh, 7:20 to like 2. Interesting. Oh, that's pretty early. Like you get off school early. I think people in my country, it's like 5 p.m. They go to school at the same time. Yeah. So, do you think that's common there? Like the school time is shorter?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the school lasts 6 hours
Oh,
across the
nice.
country. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but I feel like your school food is worse than ours. Not to say ours is good, but yours looks worse.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely worse. I don't know if you watched one of the videos I've made about it. I like took a video of my friend's lunch. It's horrible. All
Yeah, I think
horrible.
I just saw that before I hop on this call.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fried fish, some fried food.
Yeah, it's always like fried, horrible food. And then the bread, of course, it's like filled with a bunch of preservatives, the worst kind of bread. It's full of seed oils. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I was thinking if the student here lives a healthier lifestyle or the student there in the States,
Yeah,
because
for
like
sure.
sounds like the students here they need to go to school for longer, so they cannot be outside that long. Yeah,
Mm.
but their diet is slightly better. And yours is like you guys can probably go outside for
Uh,
longer, but your diet
yeah,
is worse.
but the students here, they don't. I don't think they stay outside for a long time.
Oh,
They'd probably just go right home and stay inside all day.
that's a good point. Nice. Okay, good. Yeah, so I guess you usually eat breakfast and you don't eat at school, and then you just eat your meal after school.
Hmm.
Okay. So, do you guys go to like a restaurant at school for your lunch?
No, not a restaurant. It's the cafeteria. So the school serves us food because I go to a public school. So it's just the lunch that the district provides. So
Yeah, I guess you guys need to go to another building
yeah, yeah. Just
or like a room.
there's a cafeteria building, and then everyone gets the food.
Okay. And can you choose what you want to get, or it's the same for everyone?
Yeah, you can choose. There's a few options. It's usually fried chicken, dumplings, and then like pizza.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess every student need to go there during lunchtime. Can you choose to not go there?
Yeah, you can choose not to go there. You can go wherever you want.
Oh, it's
But
just like a break time.
yeah, it's a break time. But I always go. I always go because my friends get lunch, so I just go with them.
But I think it's a good idea. You can make content. You can film the horrible
Yeah,
food they are eating.
yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay. Wow. So you show up without eating anything. You just sit with them.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes I have a banana, but that's it.
Oh, interesting. And no one is like you.
No one is like me. No.
What the hell?
No, no one in
But
my school. Funny story. I met for the first time one guy in my whole entire school that's like somewhat similar to me. And then but
oh, that's cool.
he's still not like as like healthy. Like he watches Brian Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he watches Brian Johnson. He's like, bro, you need to stop. You need to stop watching that. And then he asked me to like tell him where I buy the raw milk. So I told him.
Oh wow, wow! You converted a Brian Johnson fan to drink raw
Yeah.
milk. It sounds like nice, nice. Do you think it's hard for you at all to be different?
Oh yeah, it definitely is hard. Whenever there's always like whenever they offer sweets, like sometimes one of the students they bring donuts, cookies, and I always say no, and then I kind of look like the weirdo who doesn't eat the donuts. And then also at like social gatherings, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I'm always like the only guy.
Mm. Okay. Have many people asked you questions about what you are not eating with them at the cafeteria?
Yeah, they definitely wonder. Now my friends they know me for a while, but at first they're like, "Yo, why do you not eat this? Why do you not eat that?" And then the only response I just say, "Yeah, I like eating healthy. That stuff is bad for me," and then they kind of understand.
Mm. Do you try to like educate them, or you don't want to talk about that too much?
Yeah, I definitely do. I educate them a little bit, but I don't want to be too pushy because it gets kind of annoying.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it was laggy a little, but I think it's fine. Do the teachers eat with you guys at the cafeteria?
Some of them do. Most of them eat in their room, but I know there's like a few that does.
Okay, yeah. Have you thought about bringing meals to school? Why are you not doing that?
So I used to do that. I used to bring meals, but I stopped because it's mainly time. There's only 50 minutes at lunch. It takes like 30 minutes for my friends to get their food, and then I only have 20 minutes to eat. And I really don't want to be rushing, eating. And it's also quantity. I can't bring that much food to school. I eat a good amount. So I'd rather just go home and eat.
Okay, good. You should probably start eating some ramen at school. What do you think?
Yeah, I actually I thought of that. And then my friend, I have this one friend that he likes eating raw meat at restaurants for like the taste. So I was like, yo, one day I'll bring a steak tartare and we can share it.
Nice, W friend.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. Maybe people won't really notice, but I guess it will be funny for you.
yeah, it will be funny.
Do you think most of your classmates or like the people in your school they know about people like Santacruz medicinals, Faceiq, Goatis?
Yeah, so Santacruz medicinals, I think actually most of them know him. He's very popular. So I think most of them know him. Goatis, I have told a few people about Goatis, because he's a very funny guy. So a few of them know about Goatis, and then Face IQ. I don't think anyone in my school knows about Face IQ.
Okay, yeah, but apparently it's one thing you know about those guys. It's another thing you actually have behavior changes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm. So I guess right now you're that's called high school.
Yeah, high school.
Okay. Did you like start to eat differently all of a sudden when you were still in high school? Like at one point you were still eating the cafeteria meals with people.
Yeah, so I definitely actually when I first got into health, I was still eating the cafeteria meals, and then definitely eventually I realized that they're trash, and then I started bringing my own food to school, but it still wasn't the best because I used to bring it in plastic containers and then microwave it, so then all the microplastics. So and then I realized that, and then I stopped that. So that's kind of my evolution of eating in school.
Okay, good. Yeah, I feel like you need to, but you mentioned you don't like raw eggs that much.
Yeah,
I think it
no.
will be cool. It will be cool if you just slong some raw eggs
Oh yeah,
at school.
that'd be hilarious, dude. People
It's
would
a
like lose their shit.
convenient food.
It is very convenient. Yeah. One thing I noticed about raw eggs, I don't know if you noticed too. They make you a lot more full than cooked eggs. You stay full for longer. For me.
I have heard people say that. I
Yeah.
didn't pay too much attention to it. I bet there are still some people who seem like they're doing pretty well, eating a normal diet, living a normal lifestyle. Have you noticed
Hmm.
that?
I have noticed that, and I actually have a theory for why that is.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
So my theory is, because they're still young, the mitochondria is still when you eat a bad diet and live a bad lifestyle, the mitochondria ages more rapidly. So I think that their mitochondria is aging more rapidly, but it's still not super aged. But as they eat the bad diet for longer periods of time, they start feeling the full effects, and then they start getting health problems and that. So the only reason I think so is because just because they're young.
Do you have an example right now? Like you can describe a person that just seemed to be pretty healthy, but he doesn't seem to be living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't have a good super good example right now, because all my friends are still pretty young. But I do have this one friend that seems, before he seemed to be a lot healthier, and then now he has a lot of digestive issues and he gets headaches a lot. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like some athletes, they just seem to do pretty well. And I don't think most of them are eating a healthy diet or something.
Yeah.
What do you think about the fact that you need to go to school now?
Yeah, I absolutely hate it. I wish I didn't have school, but it is what it is. I only have this is my last year of high school. So after this, I go to college, and that's a little bit better because it doesn't start so early, so I can actually get morning sunlight, and it's a lot more freeing. Like you can like in between classes, you can go outside if you want. So that's better.
Okay. I feel like, do you think you'll meet more people that eat a similar diet in college?
Yeah, I do think so. I think as people get older, maybe they start facing more health problems that lead them to kind of eat better. So yeah.
Can you talk more about why you think going to school is like you hate it?
Yeah, so the main reason is just because I'm like inside all the damn time. Like being outside is like so important to me. I'm sure you talk to Excellent Health. Like I get a lot of my stuff from him. Like being outside is super, super important. And then, being in school just forces me to be inside with, a bunch of fluorescent lights, like fluorescent blue lights, and this really harms the eyes and a bunch of stuff. And then the teachers, like they don't even open the windows. So I'm just in a like cooked environment. So the whole time I'm sitting in class, I'm looking at the window. I'm like, man, I wish I was outside.
Wow,
So yeah,
I feel bad for you.
I think and also waking up so early. I think I don't feel good when I wake up when it's dark out. I feel like I need to wake up with the sun. I feel like that's how humans are meant to naturally wake up. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it's already a bad thing that you guys are not exposed to natural light. But what's worse for you is that you want to get natural light. So you have one extra thing that makes you feel bad,
Yeah, exactly.
So if you can change, yeah, if you can change anything about school, what would you do?
I would change it so all the classes are outside.
Oh,
So
yeah, that sounds good.
so at least I get some sunlight while I'm learning. But yeah, I think I'm like the only student who feels like this because at lunch, I want to go outside, but all of my friends say it's too hot, so they want to go inside, and then I just follow them because what am I gonna do?
Oh,
So
but that's some fair point. What do you think?
I feel like it's fair to an extent because if you actually like live how you're supposed to and stay outside for most of the time, then you're gonna adapt to different temperatures, cold or hot. So I think, if they live more naturally, they would not think it's hot. Like I don't think it's hot at all.
Okay, good. Yeah, I guess it feels good to get sunlight, but if the sunlight's too, yeah, if you get it for too long, it can feel bad.
Yeah, so
So,
yeah, I would say like maybe, have class in the shade because you're still getting sunlight when it's the shade, but just not as intense.
okay. What do you think you would be doing right now if you are not on this interview? Because it sounds like you pay a lot of attention to natural light and stuff.
Yeah, okay, so if I wasn't on this interview, I'd have blue light glasses, you know, they're like really deep orange blue light glasses. And then I wouldn't have such like strong lighting. I would have a very just one little incandescent lamp, and then I would be getting ready for sleep.
Okay. What time do you usually go to bed?
So during school days at 10, and then during, you know, like Fridays and then weekends at 11. So, yeah.
Oh,
So,
I
yeah,
see.
today
Okay.
I'd probably get ready for sleep like at 10.
I see. Nice. Do you still have all your teeth?
Yeah, I have all my teeth.
Oh, good, good, good. Nice. So are you happy with your teeth health?
Yeah, I think my teeth health is pretty good.
Nice. Good.
I used to I did get braces when I was younger, but
Oh, you
yeah,
got braces?
I did get braces when I was younger. And then
Okay, I see.
yeah, one thing about my teeth is that, you know, every time I go to the dentist, they always tell me that I need to remove the molars that are growing in. Like it's not an issue, but they just say that I need to remove it to prevent issues, but I never remove it.
Wow, that's their marketing strategy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty diabolical. I'm glad that you're smart enough to say no.
Yeah.
Some people will just believe them because it sounds compelling. Oh, I need to prevent some issues. And
Yeah.
doctors are smart, so I'll just listen to you. Well, so you don't feel pain whatsoever. Yeah,
No,
I guess it's like
no
maybe they
pain.
see that your wisdom teeth are not really out, so they are taught that they should do something about it.
Yeah, exactly. They just say, you know, that I should remove them to prevent issues in the future. That's all they say. Because right now it's not causing any issues, but they just say that it might. So
Mm. You know what? If you tell this to some normies, they'll be angry at you. They are going to be like, "No, you don't know anything. Like doctors
yeah,
are
yeah.
smarter."
They always say that doctors they think doctors they know everything, but really they just get taught, you know, information that's not the most accurate usually.
Mm. When was the last time you went to a dentist?
Probably like 3 months ago, because I do my mom, you know, like she makes me do like the cleanings, you know,
Mm-mm.
where they just clean and then they like look at you. But dude, they always put this fluoride paste, and then I always say no. You know, they're like, "All right, it's time to put the fluoride," and I'm like, "No, no, no."
Wow. How do you approach that?
Oh, like what do
You
you mean?
just say no? Like
Yeah,
they are okay with that?
I just say sorry, I wouldn't, and then they look a little surprised, but they're like, "Why?"
Okay,
And I'm
good
like,
for you.
"Yeah,
Yeah, I think going to a dentist is pretty scary, but not in a way most people feel is scary. When I say scary, I'm like, I don't really know what they will do to me, and everything is
yeah,
like, it's not very transparent. Like last time I went to a dentist and they just gave me a chemical juice, want me to swish it in my mouth. They didn't
oh
tell me
wow,
what are the ingredients, and when
yeah,
they are doing procedures in my mouth, they are not telling me what they are doing.
yeah,
Yeah, so it's pretty
yeah."
sketchy. But
Before
yeah,
you
my
ask
my
me,
teeth. Yeah, go ahead.
before you ask me the next question, my battery's running low. Can I get my charger? It'll take like 5 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Nice. Yeah, I was trying to tell the listeners that I had some stains on my teeth.
Mm.
That's why I went to a dentist. So right now, my teeth are cleaner, and I hope they don't get dirty at all, and I don't need to go to a dentist. Yeah, because when they are cleaning the stains on your teeth, they are kind of peeling your teeth off. That's how they remove the stains. So I'm worried that they can make mistakes. They can damage my teeth unnecessarily. Yeah, I just don't really trust them, honestly.
Yeah, that happened to my dad.
Oh,
Not like that, but so he went to the dentist, and then they were doing like I think they were removing some plaque or something, and then they put the anesthesia, right? And then they missed the correct spot. So they hit like his taste buds, and he couldn't taste anything for 6 months.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so scary. Oh, what do you think about the fact that you wore braces before?
I don't really know. It definitely fixed my teeth, but the thing about it is that like the reason why my teeth got bad in the first place is that my face didn't form the way it was supposed to. So I think maybe if I ate better growing up or had better habits because I used to be a mouth breather like when I was growing up. So I think if I had better habits, that would cause my mouth to actually form properly and not have all these teeth issues.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I think the braces did fix it, but I wonder if I didn't get braces, if I could maybe get it fixed naturally. So I don't know.
Mm, yeah, that's definitely worth thinking about. So let's not talk about diet. Do you think it was good that you fixed your teeth, like appearance wise, with braces?
I mean, yeah, it was definitely good. My teeth were,
Okay.
I had like a huge
Yeah.
gap, like right here.
Oh.
So
So I guess not. You didn't use braces to fix all of your teeth. It's just
no,
like
no,
some teeth
I
has
had
some
the
issues.
gap, and then I also had some other issues. So I used braces
Oh.
on all my teeth.
Okay. I see. I feel like honestly, because it's kind of like masking the symptom. So I think there, at least like you were just using force to move your teeth. So
Yeah,
that's not
it is
super ideal in
the
my
reason
opinion.
why teeth get formed bad is because of two reasons. First is because of bad habits. Like eating a bad diet and mainly like a bad tongue posture, mouth breathing, all that. So your face doesn't form properly, and then the teeth get all messed up. And then also, it's like a generational degeneration. So basically,
Mm.
as the generations eat worse and worse, essentially the offspring of the generation develops worse. So as people started eating the modern diet, and their teeth started developing bad.
Do you feel like your parents have a more wider jaw?
Actually, no, I don't. I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. I see. So, are you doing anything right now to try to like looks max, make your jaw become wider or something?
Yeah. So honestly, no. So I have a this is my whole stance on looks maxing. So I think there's only not like naturally the true best looks max that you can do is just eat healthy and that's the best looks max, and then live healthy too. That's the best looks max you can do. And then to go, to like ascend beyond that, you need to start sacrificing your health, like clavicular does, like pin testosterone, peptides, surgery, all that stuff. And for me, it's just not really worth it. And what I think is, the best is if you eat healthy, then if you eat like a very good diet, right? Like top 1% diet, live a good lifestyle, and then marry a wife with also a good diet, and then have kids, your kids are gonna be a lot better looking than you, basically. So I think to me that's the ultimate looks max. Instead of doing all this
Oh,
unnatural stuff to yourself, kind of like reincarnate with your kids. Have them have all the proper development, give them the proper diet, and then eating good yourself. That's all gonna make your kids develop good, and then the further
mm,
generations to come are all gonna be like looks maxed, basically.
interesting point. You are thinking in more longer term.
Yeah, correct.
Mm, nice. So I want to kind of comment on the clavicular guy you were talking about. Like I feel like he looks pretty good now. Did he used to look pretty bad?
Yeah, so with all this stuff, it's you will look good. Like if you do the stuff that
Oh really?
clavicular is saying, like you will look better. Like if I started a pinning test doing surgery, I would look a lot better than I did now, but my kids would look a lot worse. You
Uh
know,
Yeah. So it's probably not that meaningful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, but when I asked you, like, are you doing anything to looksmax? Like, I wasn't only talking about unnatural approaches. You can also talk about
Yeah,
natural
so
approach.
natural, I'm not doing anything specific. Just I guess I've been like a good always nose breathing. Good diet, but yeah, just like health maxing and by proxy that's kind of looks maxing if you call it
Yeah,
that.
for sure. I agree. Yeah. So I want to tell the listeners that yesterday I was chatting with ChatGPT
Mm-hmm.
about how to make your face look more angular. And basically, in conclusions, there are three factors. The first factor is your bone development. So obviously, if your bone is more developed, your face will look like more angular. And the second factor is like how much fat you have on your face. And then the third factor is like the tension on your shoulder and your head, all that stuff. Because like maybe if certain muscles they are too tense, they can kind of make your face look not how it's supposed to look like. Yeah. So I'm going to start massaging my face more often. And yeah, I'll see what's my result.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah, maybe I
tell the
gotta
listeners
try
this.
that. I have some tense muscles like in my jaw here
Oh,
because
yeah.
I used to chew like hard gum because back in the day they chew hard gum to get a good jaw. So it's kind of stupid, but I chewed hard gum, and then I got like like a little bit of TMJ, you know what that is. So my jaw
Yeah.
started cracking a little bit, and then so I was like, yo, I gotta stop. So now it's better, Now it doesn't crack anymore, but it's still kind of tense.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think it's worth it for meat-based dieters to massage their masseter muscle
Yeah, for
because
sure.
a lot of meat is hard to chew. Yeah, I noticed that this area of my head is pretty sore. Yeah, and then here and here, yeah, and here many parts. Yeah, I'll try to mess with that. Do you feel like many people around you are nearsighted, wearing braces, having acne, having some mental issues?
Yeah, definitely. Acne. A lot of teenagers have acne. Mental issues. For sure. People in my school. There's a lot of like people with like pretty bad mental issues. I see a lot of like people that are they kind of sit alone. They don't really talk to anyone. Very antisocial.
Oh.
So yeah, I see a lot of people like that. So yeah.
Mm. It's good that you have the wisdom to see through that because people usually they don't think some people are not social because of their diet. Yeah. It's kind of like when you have this kind of knowledge now, you are not going to be blaming people. You are going to
Yeah, I
understand
definitely
why they are the way they
I
are.
definitely don't blame people. I think a lot of the mental problems we see today is due to bad diets and also over medication. I think when people are when people they get depressed, right? Instead of fixing the issue, which is actually a lot part is diet because having a bad gut can actually cause depression because the gut is responsible for making the serotonin, which is the happiness hormone. So I think a lot of the depression nowadays is caused by bad diet, bad lifestyle, and then they go to these doctors, they get prescribed antidepressants, and then they're just in a never-ending spiral.
Good point. Nice. Do you think your parents are like chill, or like their mental health can be improved?
Uh, no, my parents are definitely chill, but yeah, just other people I see around me.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to grow longer hair?
Yeah, I am planning on growing out longer hair.
Okay, so maybe you won't cut your hair for a while.
Yeah, probably not. I'll probably just do like a maintenance trim, to keep
Okay.
like the front, not too long, and then the back let it grow.
Oh, that's what you are going for.
Yeah, kind of.
I see. Do you think it's like healthier, or you just want to like that's just for your looks?
Yeah, I think just for the looks. I don't. I've seen some people think that say it's healthier, but I don't believe that.
Good. Do you do sun gazing?
No, not really. When I can see the sun at sunrise or sunset, I like looking directly, but I don't focus on sun gazing.
Mm, okay. Let's see. Do you think you always look like the way you are when you were younger?
What do you mean?
It's like do you notice any deterioration? Like, do you feel like, oh, when I was younger, I look pretty good or something?
No, I mean, I think I mainly deteriorated when I was younger, you know.
Oh, okay,
No,
okay.
I did, I look a lot better now than I was younger, but I definitely wish I did some things different so I could develop better. I wish like when I was like 10, I already knew all the stuff I did now.
Yeah, for
Like if
sure.
I was 10, I'd be
Yeah.
drinking like a liter of raw milk a day. I'd probably grow to like 6 foot plus.
Mm. I guess the earlier the better.
There, yeah, definitely.
It should start in your mom's pregnancy.
Yeah, it should start. Even before that, like what I just made like a quick video about it. I plan to go more in depth, but what your parents eat influences your genetics, basically.
Mm.
So if you're gonna have
Mm.
kids, it's important to eat good for their future, and then while the baby's in the mother's stomach, that's like the most important time for the mother to eat perfect nutrition, and then while the baby is developing, you really have to get the diet right during that time,
Mm.
which people don't
Okay.
focus on these days.
Mm. Yeah, I think last time I saw someone said babies, their faces is like usually the same.
Yeah.
Like you don't notice longer faces among babies. So was that something? Do you think your face was like already longer when you were a baby?
No, I mean, I think my face was like pretty like small and round when I was a baby.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
just like, yeah, like kind of all babies kind of have that face.
Okay, okay. I see. So, have you noticed like when did your face start to like um change?
Uh, I think mostly during puberty.
Okay, I see. Are you in a relationship now?
No, I am not.
Okay. And did you used to have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I had one girlfriend, but never anything serious.
Oh, I see. Okay. So like, are you like trying to get girls now?
Uh,
Is that something that
um,
you think about?
I definitely think I don't put enough time into it. Like I'm open to it, if a girl came out to me, I'm here, but I definitely don't put that much work into it, like as much as I
Okay,
should.
okay. I guess you are saying that it doesn't really bother you because, like, at least take myself for example, I was pretty desperate,
Yeah,
so that's
I
taking out
would
a lot of my
say
thoughts.
it doesn't bother me that much, but I think it would definitely be nice, to have a girlfriend.
Oh, nice. Okay, good, good, good. So, are there some girls that you usually come across that is like your type?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Oh, nice, nice. So, can you kind of describe what you like about her?
Oh, I don't have a specific person in mind, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a specific type. Just You know, if you're attractive, you're attractive. You know, I guess if I
That's
did
good.
have to say anything, you know, I prefer like taller European girls. So yeah.
I see. Do you care about if your girlfriend eats like the way you do?
I don't care that much, but I don't care that much because that's unrealistic. You know, if you're gonna,
Hmm.
no one, most girls are not like that at all. But my hope is that when I get a girlfriend, I can I can change her way of eating. That's my hope.
Do you think like you are popular among girls?
No, I would not say that. No.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for some reason I feel like girls will be into you. Some girls will be into you.
Yeah.
Do you have some female friends?
I think I don't know. I think I have no rizz. That's what I'll say.
You have no
No
risk.
rizz. But I definitely I see that whenever I go to Brazil, I don't know why, but girls are a lot more interested into me than in America. I notice.
Interesting. Mm-mm-mm. Do you look different in Brazil?
No, I look the same.
I mean, like compared to others,
Um,
like
no,
race wise.
race wise, it really depends. Like, I guess not.
Oh,
No, I mean,
okay.
yeah, I guess not. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like the Brazil girls are easier or something. I don't know.
Oh. Okay, I see. I see. Hmm. Is there a female me-based content creator you find attractive?
A female meat. Um,
Or you can only think of guys now?
yeah. I can't really. I mean, there are some like the one that like Faceiq interviewed. Yeah,
Oh,
she's pretty attractive. But yeah, it's mostly guys that do this type of stuff.
okay. Good, good, good. Nice. Yeah, I think we're coming to an end. Let me just cover one more topic. Do you want to become rich?
Yeah, I definitely do want to become rich. My main goal in life is it's not money, but I want freedom, and in order to have freedom, I need money. So I definitely want to become
Mm-hmm.
rich.
Good. Oh, so you mentioned you have tried some, I guess, business attempts before you
Mhm.
start to make content. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I can briefly talk about it. I never had any like I guess successful businesses, but I used to do I did drop shipping for a little bit, like e-commerce. I tried a TikTok shop like as a seller, so I used to sell some gadgets on TikTok shop. I also did I did a YouTube channel, which actually did a pretty good. It was like a podcast clips, you know. So I got like 12,000 subscribers on that, a lot of views. And then I was about to get monetized, and then YouTube like didn't let me get monetized. So I stopped. And then
What do you mean by that?
okay, so YouTube just had when I tried to get monetized, they just put a policy against like the clipping channels, which is basically like if if it's not original content, like if you're just taking clips and editing it without your face or voice, then you can't get monetized, basically. And so
Mm-hmm.
they dropped that policy right as I was trying to get monetized, and I couldn't. So that was painful.
Mm-hmm. And can you keep going? I think I interrupted you.
And then yeah, besides that, and then just I guess just and then this is like I guess my next business. I hope, I don't wanna like grift, just extract money from my audience, but I hope to, sometime in the future. Right now I'm not really like pushing anything. Like I offer coaching, but I don't really push it in my videos. But in the future, I hope I can create maybe a meaningful product or a community of sorts. So yeah.
I wonder who inspired you to start having some business attempts.
Oh,
I imagine they don't teach that at school, right?
yeah, it was definitely Andrew Tate. Like
Oh.
I remember back in the days when he was like popping, you know, I saw his videos, I was like, yo, I gotta, you know, I gotta do something. So yeah, ever since I saw that, you know, I just
No, so that definitely sounded like some positive influence.
y-
What do you think about him now?
yeah, so nowadays, you know, I used to like I guess idolize him, you know, back when I was kind of like young, like 13, 14. Now, a lot of the stuff, you know, he says it kind of sounds corny to me, you know, very materialistic. But he definitely positively influenced me.
Okay, good. Nice. Wow. Yeah, I feel like some people they still try to just clip from someone else's content and grow their channels.
Hmm.
So I wonder why you wasn't able to monetize.
I think it's
Do you have
because
insights?
yeah, so I think it's because first of all, TikTok is I think TikToks can you can get monetized on TikTok, but I only did YouTube Shorts, so I couldn't get monetized there, and then TikTok didn't do very well. And
Oh,
also nowadays like creators are offering money to clippers, so people don't get paid. Like people get paid more by creators than the platform themselves, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah, I have heard of that. Wow. Sorry to hear that you weren't able to monetize with that channel.
Yeah, I mean it's all good. You know, we move on.
Yeah, yeah, but you are already having a lot of experience, so that's very good for you. You started early.
Yeah,
Nice. So would you say you're good at editing?
yeah. I think I definitely am good at editing.
Nice. Okay, good. I noticed that your videos they usually have many pretty good B-rolls.
Hmm.
Yeah. So do you use like your phone to edit?
Yeah. So what I usually use a CapCut, and then I just add the caption and sound on TikTok.
Oh, okay, okay. So have you used like your computer to edit
Yeah, I
before?
use my computer to edit. It's faster.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Wow. So is your channel still like running now? The one that wasn't able to monetize.
It's still up, but it's not
Uh,
running.
do you want to shout it out?
Yeah,
People,
you can look up
I would like to check it out.
info.
Honestly.
It's called Info Talks Clips.
Info talks clips.
Yeah.
So like INFOTOX.
No, no. So Info Talks, like talk,
Oh,
and then clips. So Info Talk
okay.
Clips.
Sounds good. Nice. Yeah, I guess you have posted many videos now on your TikTok, right?
Hmm.
Did you give yourself some kind of goal? Like you want to post at least one video a day?
Yeah. So when I started, you know, I was like, I'm gonna post one video a day. My goal, because I started like April, and then my goal was like before summer ended. All right, like the summer break from school ended, which ended in August. I was gonna get 1,000 followers, and then I
Oh,
hit that goal. So I hit 1,000 followers before the summer break ended, and then yeah, I think the main thing when it just comes to content is just just be consistent, post every day, but every single time like see what works, and then like make perfections. You know, just like
nice.
improve every single time you post.
Mm, good. Do you ever deal with some being afraid to be on camera? This kind of feeling.
Yeah, sometimes definitely, you know, sometimes I get a little embarrassed, you know, when people, you know, that I know like bring up my TikTok, or like find out
Nice.
about it. So yeah, I guess that a little bit.
Okay, good. But it's good that you are like exposing them to your ideology.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of people, no matter how much information, information they come across, they are still going to be the same.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you like to do for work in the future?
I definitely want to, you know, run my own businesses in the future. You know, I don't really see myself working, in an office, 9 to 5. I really don't want that. So I hope that I can, continue, making businesses and then, have one of them work out.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Nice. So maybe you are not sure exactly what the business is going to look like, but you just want to have your own business, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, makes sense. Have you worked a job that's similar to a 9 to 5 at all?
I've not, no.
Oh, okay. I see.
But it's just...
maybe you can play with it for a little.
Yeah, maybe I can. I'm not opposed to it. Like, I definitely want to, if when I get out of college, if I don't have a successful business, then I'm gonna, go into a job, save up some money. So yeah, I'm not opposed to trying it out, but it's just the idea of it,
For sure.
doesn't seem
For
good
sure.
to me.
Yeah. But yeah, if you are going to college, you have like many years to work on your own stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So I think there is a high chance it will work out. So what kind of advice would you want to give your past self when you first got into content creation? You can go back to very early.
Yeah, it would definitely be to niche down, because I remember when I first started, I was trying to speak to everyone, but when you speak to everyone, you speak to no one. And then when I started really niching down and talking about ancestral health, getting into really kind of more niche topics, that's when I started getting more views. So I wish I would have done that earlier.
Nice. Okay. So have you been happy with your social media growth recently?
Yeah, I've definitely been very happy about it. I do, I see other creators, that are my age, in a similar niche that are growing a little faster than me, that kind of, that gets to be competitive. So, I think some improvements could be made, but overall it's good.
Nice. Good. So do you know any smaller me-based content creators you think would be some good guests on my interview?
Yeah, I do. Hold on, let me just remember their names because I don't exactly remember. There's this one. This guy growing really fast.
Oh, really?
It's called. His account is called Nitio. Wait, hold on. Net Health Action. There, Net Health Action.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you can text me in.
Yeah. That guy seems interesting to interview.
Oh. Have you talked with him?
Yeah, so we're mutuals on TikTok, but I don't think I've messaged them before, no.
I see. Okay. Sounds like a good suggestion.
Yeah. Oh, one more. It's let me find this guy who I think he offers, a lot of nuance when it comes to the raw diet community. Hold on, if I can just find him real quick. Oh yeah, the new addict, that guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not mutuals with him or anything, but I see him. He's not like all the other primal people. He has his own opinions, and he seems very, very interesting. So you should definitely interview that guy.
Okay, good. So because you said he's not like all other primal people, can you kind of talk about what is a typical primal eater?
Yeah, so a typical primal eater just follows what Goatis says, and then that's like the law. What Goatis says, that's the law. They don't really think for themselves, and then they always exaggerate the benefits of eating raw. They're like, oh, cooked food is trash. If you eat cooked food, it's over for you. So, and then the average raw primal definitely doesn't seem very intelligent. But I hope with people like excellent health, very intelligent people, he can gain more popularity. So to educate,
Mm-hmm. But I guess it can have its challenges. I feel like if you are too rational, it doesn't appeal to people.
Yeah, I think
You need to be more extreme.
yeah, I think Goatis, because Goatis is just very black and white. One thing is good, another thing is bad. So people are drawn to that. While Excellent Health, he offers the whole scientific 2 hour explanation on his videos, and I think people are kind of scared. But yeah,
Okay. Hmm. Let's see. What are your thoughts on working out?
I think working out is actually good. Um, I think working out is good. I definitely think the action itself, like, working out, resistance training, I think that's good. But I think the environment in which most people work out is bad, like gyms,
Oh.
artificial light. So I actually stopped going to the gym and switched to calisthenics, and I do it like outside in the sun. But yeah, I definitely think, people should work out.
Okay, I see. So right now you regularly work out?
Yeah, I do. I do calisthenics. I don't,
Oh, sounds
I'm
good.
not like a gym, so I don't focus on it, but I do, a couple times a week.
And what's your goal when it comes to that?
I guess I don't really have a dream physique, I don't really care about having huge muscles and everything like that. But yeah, I just think mainly I just do it for health, movement, to stay active.
I see. Okay, nice. Yeah, I want to tell the listeners that I actually found your content to be more original. You have your own thoughts, so
Yeah,
I
thank you.
definitely like that. Not to say that maybe because I haven't watched all your. Sometimes when people have their own thoughts, maybe it's not correct.
Hmm.
So I'm not trying to say maybe everything you say is correct because I haven't, or like at least I'm not trying to say I agree with everything you have said
Hmm.
because I haven't watched them. But I definitely think it's good to like be able to have your own thoughts.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
That's more interesting, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. You mentioned about like niche down. Yeah.
Hmm.
One of my question was like, do you have any suggestion when it comes to like interviewing people of other genre? Yeah. So
Like
do
what?
you have
Like
any
you
insights?
mean of other genre, like
Yeah.
besides health?
Uh so I wrote down some niche. So pickup artist, vegan, fruitarian, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for you, I think you should stick to the health niche. I think you should stick to interviewing niche creators in health.
Uh
Because no one's really doing that. There's not a lot of people interviewing, small up and coming creators. So I think you're one of the only ones. You should keep at it. But I think your videos would get more views if you used, because your videos are like kind of tailored to Western audiences, and you're in Taiwan, right? Yeah. So every time you post, you should use a VPN and connect it to the United States, because I
oh,
think your videos hit with that
interesting.
audience better. Um,
Okay.
and I've seen some people that are like, from other countries, like Asian countries, that they post, videos kind of like tailored to the Western audience, but it doesn't like it's not hitting, and then they use a VPN, and then their videos start picking up views
Oh,
because they're hitting the right audience. So I think
mm,
I think your content right now is good. You should stick to the health niche and just make that change.
yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. So, do you have any? So you are saying that you don't think it's a bad idea if I interview, let's say, some vegans and shit?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah, you should definitely do that.
Oh, okay. Do you have suggestions?
For
Just out of
for
curiosity.
vegans,
Yeah, I mean, like, I just wonder if you also check out people that make other types of content.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, I have a good one. He's not a vegan, but he's like a soyance. That's what I call him. J-
Actually, I saw you use that word a lot, but I
yeah,
don't really know what that
it,
means.
it basically means it's like science but soy. So it's like taking
Oh,
science to give a totally wrong explanation, and kind of like the soy explanation. That's what I call it. His name is Jacob Foods. I think if you interviewed him, it'd be pretty interesting.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I have thought about interviewing him because like he said he was a meat-based dieter at one point.
Yeah.
So I want to hear his story.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe I'll try to approach him.
Yeah.
That's a good suggestion. Nice. All right, so just a couple more questions. 2 more. So first one, what are your goals now?
My goals, like what? Like you mean health goals or like
Just life goals.
life goals? Yeah, my life goal is definitely definitely freedom. I wanna hopefully I can make this like health TikTok thing work out. Start making some money. I would say short term goal. I'm trying to get $1,000 per month with the TikTok before I go to college, which is not that crazy, but just a little income to help me during college. And then I hope I can make this work out so I can travel, because traveling is one of my biggest passions. I love traveling, so I would love to travel. And then like lifelong goals, when I grow older, I would love to own like a big farm, raise all my kids on the farm, eating the optimal diet. So yeah.
Nice. Awesome. You can looksmax them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is our last question. If you can change something about how the society is now, what would you do?
I would definitely change the medical system. I think if the medical system just gave they taught their doctors the right information, they, gave information that would make people healthy and not just try to sell them drugs, it would make society so much better. So many mental health issues would go away. People would, become more productive. So yeah, I think the medical establishment should give actual information and advice that helps, the health of the people and not just selling them drugs,
Yeah, so that's it for our interview, Enzo. Thank you very much for
so
doing
much,
this
bro.
with me.
See ya.
Yeah, so for those that are listening, you already know what you need to do. Comment down below what you think about this interview and check out all the interviews I have done on the playlist on my channel. All right. So peace out, guys. Remember to go follow Enzo. I'll put his socials in the description. Bye bye, guys.
See you.